And so, season 34 of Dancing with the Stars has ended as it began, with Robert Irwin as king of the whole thing. There was a lot of show for this finale, and that should give us a lot to talk about, but you guys, putting your 3-hour finale on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, when people may be expected to have guests or holiday preparations to deal with, you're not doing any favors to people trying to flash podcast about you here. So Catherine and I were not able to record on the night of, or really this week at all, but we are going to give some individual opinions and glue them together here to put a small bow on the top of our little YouTube experiment. Here's Catherine via voice memo on the finale.
I really enjoyed all the freestyles. I loved how different each one was. I thought Alex's was so professional as to be not that interesting, but Dylan's was, emotional, and Elaine's was just a musical theater performance, and Jordan's was a lot of fun watching her just be angry and powerful, and Robert's was, all kinds of entertaining. So that was a lot of fun. The instant dance is kind of fun, but it's too much. They don't need to do 3 whole dances in the finale. 3 hours was too much. So I wish that they could have gone another week, done the redemption dance and the instant dance this week, eliminated somebody, and then have a 4-person finale, in another week. Obviously, I know they want to all stop for Thanksgiving, but anyway, that would be my wish for the end of the season. I think that would work so much better.
Okay, this is Terry. I'm back, and I totally agree that this finale was too long and too much. I agree that whittling the number down before this week would have helped. Or as I saw someone suggest in a forum, eliminating one couple after the first dance and another after the second, so there were just 3 for the freestyles. But that would have meant not seeing Dylan's and Elaine's freestyles, and those were my favorites. So, given the way the final count went, maybe I'm fine with the 5-person final. I'm sure Jordan's and Alex and Robert's freestyles featured amazing dancing, but what they didn't feature was the contestants. There were so many dancers on the stage, I lost the person I was supposed to be looking at. I could always find Dylan in his dance because he was the one Danny was violently flying through the air toward. And Elaine's dance was very different, very much her and her story. And huge bonus points for including Andy and her buddy Lisa Ann Walter in it all. Then again, you can feel free to discount my opinion on freestyles because I absolutely loved Bobby Bones's because it was so him. It was a love song to the show and it featured other contestants. I'm a sucker for that. I have now devalued myself and you may feel free to stop listening. But I also think they need to make a rule that everyone gets 10s on finals night. It's not about the judges and they can only look petty by nitpicking at this point. Sorry, Carrie Ann, get over it. And wear more comfortable looking clothes, babe. Now, here's Catherine on the season as a whole.
As for the whole season, I thought it was fun. I'm fine with Robert winning. He was very entertaining to watch. I could have done with a little less dead dad. Let's show a picture of him. But overall, he was really fun to watch, and so were all the others. So it was a good season, and it was a good finale.
I thought it was a fun season. The cast seemed to have a good rapport, which is fun. The podcast, both the official one with Joey, who was indeed very good at it, and the, semi-official one with Danielle Fishel, they added to my enjoyment and understanding, both of what was going on in this particular show and of what an all-encompassing life, devouring process this is. When at the end of the season people say, this changed my life, you go, yeah, honey, it's just a TV show. But I mean, if you do nothing for all those weeks but hang with these people and dance and do social media and it becomes your life. I guess it changed your life at least for that amount of time. So the fact that so many of them are going on tour speaks well to the experience, I think. And as for Robert winning, I honestly was kind of relieved. He really was sort of the mascot for this season, and losing would have been not just a loss, but the guy who was the overwhelming favorite took a dive, and he didn't deserve that. And again, bonus points for the extreme cuteness of Whitney's sons in the audience. One of them was holding his ears shut. It was so cute because I bet it was loud there for your little ears, baby. That should have been enough to put them over, I declare. For the future, all the complaining about some people being ringers and some people being, quote, what this show is for, teaching someone who has never danced how to dance. I wish they could have maybe 2 seasons a year like they used to. One with all celebrities who have no dance experience, and one with all celebrities who are known for other things but do have impressive dance ability and experience. 2 even playing fields. And I think these casts are assembled mostly by who's available when, so that may be impossible. But it would be fun to see both a bunch of bumbling strivers learning together and also people you didn't know were super good dancers really shining and competing. It's a thought. So goodbye for another season, Dancing with the Stars. And thanks to anyone who listened to these little YouTube chats with us.